Hi, and welcome to this introduction and overview of StrategyOS. I'm John Strickler, founder and coach at Horizon Line Group, where I help leaders build and execute their vision. I coach leadership teams to implement systems and practices that build steady progress and make greater success part of everyday work. And that's the purpose of these modules covering StrategyOS. You can find more information about any of the topics on my website at horizonlinegroup.com. In this module, I'm going to cover what is strategy, how to implement strategy with the StrategyOS process, key concepts and tools, which I'll cover in greater detail with exercises in future modules, and what benefits you can expect from using StrategyOS. Okay, let's jump in with a broad definition of strategy as the unique way a business creates sustainable value that delivers its vision. This, with the other definitions, suggests a great strategy must do three things well. One, define what is unique about the business. Two, align all activities across the business. And three, ensure progress in delivering and growing toward that unique vision. StrategyOS does all these things. The three phases are envision, which commits to a system like StrategyOS and defines the elements of the business model. Transform, to execute and deliver the vision on a daily basis. And adapt and grow, to incorporate feedback that ensures the business model stays competitive and adapts to changing business context. StrategyOS is a system that runs a business model. For most businesses, the model has three pieces. In the center, business model elements uniquely define the business. They lay out the three things a business must do well around strategy that we defined before. Positioning elements, at the top, mission, vision, and values, define what is unique and the overall aim of the business. We'll work on creating these in the next module. Strategy itself sits in the middle to connect near-term action with the vision. It describes how the business will look to align highest priority activities across the business. Plans lay out what will be done in the near term to make progress and grow towards strategy and positioning. People practices on the left funnel remind us people must be engaged and continue to be developed to deliver the vision. Underlying these is a shadow of context that informs us about what from the business environment can generate momentum or create challenges that must be overcome to succeed. To create the business model elements, we start long-term to define why the business exists. Positioning is 10 plus years out to create inspiration and set direction for the company. You will hear me use the terms positioning and vision interchangeably at times. When I do, I'm referring to this why and the impact the business makes on the world. Strategy elements give a clearer picture of how success looks towards reaching the positioning at some time frame that can be reasonably imagined, usually within the next 2 to 5 years. Themes with associated outcomes and measures set destination statements that describe the business from a variety of perspectives at some future date. Plans then dictate what you will do in the next quarter and year to make progress in delivering the strategy and ultimately the vision. Business model elements are documented and kept current for all to reference on the business model cheat sheet. We'll work on this and reference it regularly throughout these modules. StrategyOS incorporates 8 practices into everyday work. 2 at the positioning level that keep long-term perspective and lay out guiding principles. 2 at the strategy level that ensure we continue to focus on delivering the clear picture of our destination. And 4 at the plans level that integrate strategy execution into how work gets done daily. StrategyOS has a strong focus on people practices. The first 2 practices remind us that vision is jointly owned, but delivered by individuals that take regular action. The next 2 enforce that leaders must have the right people filling the right roles with the right responsibilities who can deliver the vision. And finally, use ACT, accountability, coaching, and transparency across the organization to help people develop and grow with the vision. A meeting rhythm is used to execute StrategyOS on a recurring basis. Leadership team meetings help responsible teams stay on track delivering their plans. Fast-moving teams may also implement stand-ups on a more frequent basis to stay coordinated. Strategy is refreshed about quarterly to replan next actions and about annually to refresh themes and set new objectives, targets, initiatives, and budgets. Council meetings at the top help everyone understand and stay involved in monitoring and refreshing shared elements of the business model. ACT is used to develop people through one-on-one meetings with their managers and by incorporating the elements of accountability, coaching, and transparency into team meetings. So why should you implement StrategyOS? In simple terms, because you need a process that delivers your vision and helps you grow successfully. As shown by the blue line, iterative action keeps you in touch with your vision and making regular course corrections to stay on track and ultimately deliver your positioning. Businesses that don't give strategy regular focus often follow the orange line. They can stay competitive for a while, but usually performance falters or they miss adapting to a key change in the business context and hit a wall. At some point, they either need a major change to regain competitiveness or they lose their ability to compete and growth declines. StrategyOS run businesses usually also have better culture and quality of life. Routine practices allow them to reach their vision without drama or heroics. It creates more passion, joy, and freedom for everyone in the business while creating greater value for all stakeholders. Okay, that's it for this introduction. This module should have given you a good grounding in StrategyOS and a background to build the needed practices. In future modules, I'll walk you through creating the elements of the business model and help you adopt practices and tools needed for success. You can find this and the other modules on the Horizon Line Group website. See you in the next module, and thanks for participating.